classifications. Normal piste, do you know piste? Ski slope. This inclined piste, ski slope, we call it piste. Normal piste, amateur piste, it is a little bit dangerous than the previous one, and we have dark road. We call it in Turkey cehennem. It means the hell. It is like this.
Yeah, it was like this, and, but it was like this because of this trampling, because we cannot see what is after this trampling, and how to jump, and where we fall down after jump. And I told to my friend, okay, you will start, and if you be okay, I will continue after you. And it was my mistake, I think, because I have drunk before.
I was drunk.
I was drunk, not before evening, the day before this. We have a party with my friends, and after that I have not quite good feeling. After my friend made his jump, he was okay, and I have started my jump, and it was finished not good. I fall down, no helmet, no nothing for saving the safety equipment, and I broke my left hand in the middle of upper side. Thanks God I wasn't died, but this bone, my arm bone was broken, and it was about 3 months after the medicine.
After just a week treatment, or after a month treatment?
Treatment, yes, and more than a year to retirement of hours.
Not retirement, I guess. Hospitalization. Recovery. As well can be correct.
Recovery. That's why I think
I was luckier than you, I guess. Because when I learned skiing for the first time, I remember it was once in my life, just I practiced the ski slope for just amateurs, newbies. And then just 2 hours later, I tried to test amateurs. And then one of my friends said that maybe you can test the hell. Just after 2 hours. And I said, okay, I will do. But there was a really big problem that in this mountain, on the hill, there was a cable car as well. You know cable car? Telepheric. But not like as high as like in the other mountains. If you make a mistake or if you cannot escape from the cable car, you hit the car directly from the head. And I hit. Because directly they are going over each other. And then you need to wait the cable car or just slip away the cable car. But it just 2 hours, I don't know maneuvers, I don't know how to stop. Just I rolled up and then hit the cable car. And I said, please take me to the hospital.
Interesting story.
So, next one. Can you listen to these exciting stories, first of all? And then we will discuss the other parts. You need to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2.38. 1. Yes, I think I am. Or anyway, more than I used to be. I think my attitude to risk has changed as I've got older. For example, I'm more open to risking a change in appearance because I think I'm less self-conscious now. I often change hairstyles and colour, but when I was younger, I had the same hairstyle for years and years. I also think I would take more risks travelling now because I'm more self-confident. so I'm pretty sure I could cope with any problems.
2. Yes, I'm definitely a risk taker. I take risks to do things that I enjoy, like skiing or cycling in London, which is pretty dangerous. In fact, I think the element of risk probably makes them even more enjoyable. The only time I wouldn't take a risk would be if I couldn't see that I was going to get any pleasure from it. I wouldn't do something risky just for the sake of it.
3. I'm the sort of person who likes to know exactly what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. So there's not much room for risk in my life. For me, risk means not being completely in control, and that can make me feel really nervous. For example, if I'm meeting a friend for dinner, I always make sure we have a table booked somewhere nice. I wouldn't risk just turning up and hoping that there was a table. And I never buy clothes online because I don't want to run the risk of them being the wrong size and having to send them back.
4. I'm definitely not a risk taker. I might like to think that I am, as it seems exciting, but I'm not. I live in a suburb of London, and I'd never walk home on my own in the evening when it's dark, as that just seems like an unnecessary risk to take. And I'd never get into a taxi on my own at night. But on the other hand, I would love to do something like bungee jumping or paragliding, which other people would probably think is risky.
5.
I don't see myself as a risk taker. I've done a lot of mountain climbing, and everyone assumes because of this that I'm attracted to risk, but it isn't really true. In fact, when you're climbing high mountains, you're always trying to minimize the risk. The biggest risk I've ever taken in my life was a professional one. After 20 years in the same job, I left and set up my own company. And that's given me a lot more sleepless nights than climbing in the Andes or the Himalayas.
6.
I'm happy to take risks. I love driving fast. In fact, I bought myself a sports car when I had some money, and I got quite a few speeding tickets, though probably not as many as I deserved. I also take risks with money, like lending to people who probably won't pay me back, or spending all I have on something a bit unnecessary. Last year, I went on a balloon ride, and I was amazed that so many people said, "Ooh, I wouldn't do that." I loved it, and I'd happily do it again. It was fantastic.
Yep. So, imagine that you had a dream where you were standing on the edge of a precipice. What sort of dream would it be for you? An exciting one, a nightmare, an interesting one?
The edge of precipice.
Yes, cliff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting one, nightmare, interesting one, which you might try to prep.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think about this precipice?
I think this,
Mm-hmm.
but I should be sure that nothing what can hurt me
Mm-hmm.
or hurt other people could happen.
Okay. So, what do you think your answer says about your attitude to risk? What kind of risk taker you are?
Sometimes it's difficult for me to account the risk,
I can take a risk, maybe you can say.
to calculate real risk.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's difficult. My choice is to
Mm-hmm. Step forward, backward. Which one?
Forward.
Jump.
Not to go back.
Okay. So let's see next one. Can you match these sentences, please? Create a logic connection.
If my dad finds out I've been
Hitchhiking. Autostop.
checking,
It is autostop.
and what kind of words should I put inside the box?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay. I'm going to buy a car. C, I think.
No. If my dad finds out I've been hitchhiking,
Furious.
he'll be furious.
When you are crossing the road in the UK, you have lost tranquilos by Christmas. Make sure I drive in that state.
D.
As soon as I've passed my driving test, I'm going to buy a car. C.
Mm-hmm.
If it's still raining this afternoon, I won't be going to work.
No, I don't think so.
We are calling not the match. G.
G.
When I booked the flights, you can start looking for hotels.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't ask her to pay back, she'll have forgotten to borrow me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling better tomorrow. I won't be going to work. Which
Mm-hmm.
you carry on with the diet. You have lost 10 kilos by Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So, can you complete each sentence in your own words, please?
Don't let children play near a swimming pool unless they will learn how to swim.
Mm-hmm.
Never leave a dog locked up in a car if you will go out. If you will not come back soon.
If you do not come back soon. Not will?
If you will not come back soon.
Mm-hmm.
Keep a first aid kit in your house in case of emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Children shouldn't be left alone in the house until they learn how to behave themselves alone or without parents, without parents.
Mm-hmm.
Always unplug electrical appliances like hair dryer as soon as you use them.
Mm-hmm.
Always keep medicines in a safe place in case of somebody can use them, or kids can use them, children can.
Mm-hmm.
Don't allow strangers into your house unless you will know them better. If you are frying something and the oil catches fire, say goodbye to everybody.
Turn off the heater.
Turn
off the heater, not turn on. Turn off the heater. Or turn off the gas supply, we can say. So. How do we use zero conditional and first conditional? Do you know?
Not sure.
First, can you start reading? Then we will discuss it.
Zero conditional. If you want to be fit, you need to do some exercise every day. If people are wearing headphones in the street, they often don't notice other people. If you haven't been to New York, you haven't lived. Zero conditional. If you stand in the rain, you get wet. If you hit ice, it melts. Present simple plus present simple. Uses facts which are generally true or scientific facts. The condition always has the same result.
Mm-hmm.
First conditional. If the photos are good, I'll send them to you. If you are not going to Jason's party, I'm not going to go either. I'll have finished in an hour if you don't disturb me.
Disturb me.
First conditional. If it rains, we will cancel the trip. If you study, we will pass the exam. Present simple plus will, want, plus will. Uses the possible situation in the future, predicting the likely result in the future in the condition happens. If future time clauses. I'll be ready as soon as I've had a cup of coffee. Send me a message when your train's coming to the station. I'm not going to buy the new model until the price has gone down. I'm not going to work overtime this week unless I get paid. Take your umbrella in case it's raining when you're.
Okay, so what did you understand?
I understand that zero conditional and first conditional. So zero conditional we can use when facts can be generally true or scientific. Facts. And the condition always has the same result. First conditional is probable possible situation in the future. Like it can predict like the result in the future if condition happens.
Okay. So what options do we have for example, first conditional? How can I create first conditional? Except what is written on the screen.
You can use present simple time.
You can use originally all present tenses.
All present tenses.
In the first part. And most present models, but not may, might, would. Second side, it means second clause, can be future tenses. And you can use present models in the second part as well. So, can you choose the correct option, please?
If you prefer more, you should be able to. If you won't be feeling that calm, if you are not feeling better tomorrow, you should go to doctors. If you are likely if you are lucky, we'll have sold our house by Christmas. And we'll pay for dinner. I have enough money. If we carry on playing this like this, we have scored 10 goals by half time. Don't call Sofina. If it's 8 o'clock, she will be better as a baby. If you don't hurry up, you won't get it. It's school time. You can't be fine if you aren't
Can you close the door?
go into the air, you catch my suitcase